Henry, what are your top 10 video games of all time? I'm gonna go check.
There they are.
I'm gonna go check on the camera real quick, but talk about your number 10.
Okay, so when I first made this list, my top 10 was still Arkham Asylum. But while we were recording this, I changed it because I realized I actually enjoy this game more. And it's actually technically a two-way tie, but it's pretty much the same game, same franchise. Punch-Out for the Wii and Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Because I really love like how those games play. Like I love like the rhythmic aspect to it of like finding the weak point and like where to hit your enemy, like when to get the star punch, how to most precisely use your star punches for the most damage. And like the characters are like super iconic to like Nintendo fans. Like you got like Glass Joe, you got King Hippo, you got Great Tiger, Don Flamenco, Mr. Sandman, Mike Tyson. Classic Nintendo character. Where's Mike Tyson in Smash? And not a lot of people played it, but I think like the Wii version is like just as good. Like the Wii version is also.
I
like,
hear
an
like
excellent game.
from people who have played it, like everybody I know who has played it definitely like still loves it.
Yeah, because it's just like it feels really good, and it's like you'd expect it to feel cheesy with like, oh, it's like Wii Box,
Yeah.
but it actually like works really well with the Wii controls. And I think it's probably my favorite Wii game to just go back and play.
Interesting.
My number 9, and this is a new game. Just got into it recently. Not super new.
It's Neo, which are the Let's Plays that we're doing this week.
Wow. Can you suck that advertiser dick anymore? Actually, you're not that wrong, because Dark Souls.
There we go. The first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Talking a lot about it yesterday.
So, yeah, not a new game, but like new to me getting into it.
Yeah.
Because I just love like the dichotomy of how Dark Souls plays versus other action games. With like how much it focuses on the waiting and the lead in into the attack. Of like you really trying to figure out how the game wants you to work and working with that. It's like every fight in Dark Souls is like the fight against the Iron Knuckle in Ocarina of Time.
Okay. Yeah.
Of like
I definitely appreciate that because Iron Knuckle is definitely like it is the like one of the greatest like
mini bosses
bosses in general in that game, I think. But yeah, go on.
So it's just like working with it of like attacking so that it activates their attack so you can go around and attack them. Like it's a very interesting system that really like
makes you think a lot.
Yeah, it makes like your brain work because when you play like
a lot of action games, it's
like
very
with
much
God of War or something, it's like just
attack and slash,
hack and slash. And then with like the Arkham games, it's like there's a little more thought, but it's still like easily choreographed to you.
In the defense, and this is something I forgot to bring up in like friend of the show, Vincent Martini likes to give Arkham games a lot of shit. He's like, it's just a button masher. It's not. It really. If you want to like,
you're a button
barely get through the game.
It's like saying Guitar Hero's a button masher.
If you're trying to button mash throughout Arkham, you're gonna fucking like die a lot, and probably not get through a couple of points. You really. It's a very rhythmic, very like if I button mashed, I would suck at that game. Like you really have to think about like 3 steps ahead of like what you're going to do.
But with like Dark Souls, it's like you have to think about. Like the tagline of the franchise is "Prepare to die." Prepare to die. So like,
it's a great tagline.
You have to go through the level and like remember, like, okay, this guy's here. I gotta go around this guy, attack him from the back, and then do a quick slash against that guy. Use a health potion around here if I'm feeling like I need it. It's like it's like a strategy game that you're playing through in real time. And I love strategy games like StarCraft or Civilization.
Dork.
But yeah, I really like Dark Souls. I really like Bloodborne. I'm excited to get Dark Souls 3 when it happens.
Have you played Demon Souls at all?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh.
And I am really looking forward to Neo because it looks like along those same lines.
Yeah, watch our Neo Let's Plays. I think they're really fun. And Henry gets really, really into it, which was fun for me.
Like seeing me actually get excited about things.
Yeah.
Next one. Okay, so
my number 8, right?
My number 8 is the oldest game on this list, but
Pong.
Space War, 1961.
Chess.
But pure chess. But this is one of the most acclaimed video games of all time, Super Mario Brothers 3.
Yep.
Because you like Super Mario World more.
I do. I really do.
And which was your favorite?
I could give a shit, to be honest.
No, I definitely respect what Super Mario Brothers 3 did, you know?
Oh, definitely.
It added the map, it added, you know, like the little characters that you'd have to defeat on the map, and
I think that's the one that I played as a kid. I'm not too sure.
It's the one with the leaf that gives you like the tail so you can slowly fall down.
Yeah, that's the first one with the, I forget what they call that Mario, but
it's not Tanuki Mario. Tanuki Mario is the one that turns into stone.
Yeah.
I think it's just Raccoon Mario.
Yeah, but Raccoon Mario is
like Raccoon Mario was like the first super big addition to it that really changed
it changed the game, son.
Yeah. It changed how the game played because it was like before you had the mushroom and you had the fire flower.
Yep.
And all the fire flower really did was you can take out enemies before they have enough of a chance to hit you.
Yeah, but the Raccoon Mario definitely changed of like, oh, maybe I can finally like get
you can go up there and
yeah.
like maybe there's going to be like 1-ups or
all
like,
of these like hidden
or
shit.
Coins.
Yeah,
or,
exactly.
And it's like it's just like this. It's insane that game is on an NES because it's like if you go from Super Mario Brothers to Super Mario Brothers 3, it's insane.
Yep. Of like how much it really improved.
Like graphics wise, gameplay wise. And another reason I put it on here is for some reason, like I'm not entirely sure why, something about this game makes me super nostalgic.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't remember ever playing it when I was young.
Oh, I played that game all the fucking time when I was little. I remember.
Like the one I played when I was young was Super Mario Brothers 2. And that also makes me feel super nostalgic. American Mario 2, not Lost.
I had my aunt who's super into video games. We had the Super Nintendo and we had Super Mario.
My aunt's super into video games, has Bejeweled for every system.
She had Super Mario All Stars, so I had like all the classic Mario games. So that was really. I remember 2 being the one I was like, what the fuck is this? Like,
2's a great game.
It's great.
Like it's like once you get past this isn't Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
But like something about like the map screen or like I'm picturing it in my head and I can't picture without like the flicker of like you're on the airship, it's slowly moving and you just see like the pixels go like it's just like something that's burned into your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really love that game.
Yeah.
I think it's the best NES game. Definitely. Maybe Legend of Zelda. That's the only
I would have to go through that list and see.
It's like Legend of Zelda.
Because isn't there a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game on the NES?
Oh no, that's the bad one.
It's the great one.
That's the one where you have to go through the dam level.
Yeah. This is such a great game.
No, it isn't.
Best game of all time.
No, it
I
isn't.
have no idea what the fuck that is.
TMNT Turtles in Time or Nothing, brah.
What's your
number 7?
7.
Earthbound.
I'm surprised this isn't higher.
What space did you put Undertale at?
Let me check my list. Number 7.
He put the skeleton version of Earthbound on his list at the same spot. But I think Earthbound was what really made me like look at RPGs and really get into them because like all other RPGs to me have like this wall to them where it's like you have to understand what you're getting into before you play it.
I thought you were gonna start explaining what a house is.
And then you put like the window right here, and then on the front door you put the mailbox. But like for Final Fantasy, like Final Fantasy has like the genre barrier, it has a cultural barrier.
Yeah.
It has like the game barrier of like having to understand what it is. Like imagine just going into Final Fantasy and being like, what the hell's a Phoenix Down?
Earthbound is definitely like Pokemon is very much like baby's first RPG, and then Earthbound is like the step above that, like the way I look at it.
But like, what makes Earthbound work so well is that one, it was like one of the earliest games that really brought like a sense of humor to it.
Yeah.
Because it was like before that, like there's not a lot of humor in NES games because they couldn't fit it.
Yeah, it was definitely they were trying to test out like what they could just do just with gameplay.
Yeah.
So they couldn't really focus on like expanding worlds or putting depth into characters or anything.
Yeah, and then like the funniest games were usually on like PC.
Yeah.
Because they had more space for it, and you had like all the adventure games, like the LucasArts games, which are always super funny.
Oh yeah.
And clever and witty. And then Earthbound like brought that sense of like kind of like gonzo satirical humor to it that really like works for like the person that I am. And like I love the designs of it. I love the music. The music is super awesome.
Yeah.
The final boss is awesome. I love the final boss. And like it's just a really good game and I really love it. I really wish they'd bring Mother 3 over here. Because I know you can like get a homebrew version of it.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to like get a Nintendo licensed version of it.
I'm rooting for you. If Mother 3 ever comes to the States,
I hope it never happens.
I mean, they brought over 4 Phoenix Wright games. You can bring over Mother 3.
I'm gonna go check the camera. What's your number 6?
My number 6 is water. But my number 6 is also an SNES game.
All right, we have about 15 minutes, so.
So speed it up.
Yeah. Sorry.
Super Metroid.
Super Metroid. Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yep.
Super Metroid. Great game.
Yeah.
Like,
Moving on.
Like you can talk a little bit, but we just gotta.
Like what really makes Super Metroid work was that it was like it improved on the original Metroid in every way. Because you go back to the original Metroid, and a lot of it feels like super awkward and weird. Because it's like Samus can only shoot up or up directly up or directly in front.
Yeah.
There's no map. Like imagine playing a Metroid game with no map.
Fuck that.
Nintendo Power actually came with like a map of Metroid for you to use. But then like Super Metroid improved on all of it. Like
Why does that sound more uncomfortable than like that typical movie shot of like unraveling this big ass map in like a convertible car?
Like John
That
Goodman.
sounds more uncomfortable.
It's always John Goodman.
Yeah, that sounds more uncomfortable than that. And then having it fly away.
Oh,
And then like it flies
sorry,
away and
kids.
there's a truck coming towards you.
And the truck driver's like John Voight or something.
How the fuck?
But anyway, like Super Metroid, like it was one of the scariest games on consoles when it came out.
Yeah.
Because it just had such a creepy atmosphere. And Super Metroid is just like really good. I love it.
I remember like coming out of the ship in Metroid Prime for the first time and just hearing that music and being like, I'm going back inside.
I love Metroid so much. Too bad they ran into the fucking ground.
Yep.
Number 5. Surprising choice, but not going to be surprising to you.
Running Metroid to the ground?
No, running Samus into the ground.
Whoa.
No, this is a game that I've spent a lot of hours in. Like Rogue Legacy.
Oh, okay. I could totally see that.
Yeah.
Rogue Legacy, definitely. It's a game I stay away from a lot just because I know I would get super addicted to it. And it's one of the very few Rogue games that like actually looks appealing to me.
Because it's more of like a platformer hack and slash.
Exactly.
But it's like, I love Rogue Legacy. I've spent like 60 hours on it on my computer. And then like 20 more hours on playing it on the
Console.
on my PS4. But it's just like it's so much fun, like figuring out which character to use.
That's the. All right, I know which one you're talking
That's
about.
the one where like you die and then you play.
You
again
die.
and-
You die. You keep the gold. You take the control of an heir.
Yeah,
to play as.
it's like you play as like basically like the lineage.
Yeah, and my favorite part about it is that each character has like a different thing of like things that affect the gameplay. Like one character has like they are like ambidextrous, so they can cast spells more easily. Or the worst one, Character has vertigo, entire screen's flipped upside down.
Right.
Though the worst one for me is the one where it's random muscle spasms and the controller just vibrates. And I'm like, I hate this because I have random muscle spasms. But I love Rogue Legacy. I've spent a lot of time in it. Beat it twice on New Game Plus.
Nice.
That's how much I love it. I don't do that with a lot of games. Number 4, Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh.
Do I have anything to say about Shadow of the Colossus at this point?
We talk about it all the time. We really do.
Shadow of the Colossus is a great game.
There's Colossuses and there's shadows.
And there's of the.
And
much of the.
You're really tiny and you fight these really big dudes.
Yeah, so Shadow of the Colossus. Number 3, BioShock Infinite.
Whoa! Whoa! I'm very surprised.
I love BioShock Infinite. Like, I remember when I first got it. Like, this was when I was not into games. Like, the only games I spent a lot of time with was
Super Mario Galaxy.
Rock Band. And I remember I got BioShock Infinite, and I was immediately entranced by the story. And I don't like first-person shooters all that much.
Yeah.
Like, the only ones I play are like the BioShock games.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, the first two aren't really shooters. And
No, they're
Infinite
explorers.
was definitely a shooter.
Yeah. But it's like, I love the story. I love Elizabeth. She's like my favorite sidekick character in a game.
Shot of Henry's room. He has a shrine.
I mean, would you be
He's
surprised?
just like beating it, like.
And it's like dedicated to her before she killed the like the leader of the opposition, and she cuts her hair. Like, I liked her when she was pure.
Moving on, come on.
Okay,
last thoughts on Infinite.
Like, it was on the few games that really made me emotional about it while I played it.
I definitely understand that feel, fam.
No, my top 2 won't be surprising at all. Number 2, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire.
Was that the one? You
That's
said
the
last
newest
year?
one. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because I fucking love Pokemon.
Is that the one where you can like?
It's the one that's the remake of the Hoenn games. And,
No, I own it, but like I feel like you said the same Pokemon game last year. I could be wrong.
I did.
And there's just like a lot that you can do. Like, you can truly collect all Pokemon in this game.
I have spent more hours in this game than any other game.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I checked, 280 hours.
I'm surprised it's a newer Pokemon title. I would imagine.
That's a good one.
I'm one of the people who, here's the thing. Everyone always says first generation is best. First generation games aren't that good when you really go back.
Second,
They're
I
really
really like first and second. I think are my favorite.
I do not like playing first generation Pokemon.
Pokemon Red and Blue have too many problems.
Yeah,
It's a topic that I'm going to save for another day.
It's a very slow game.
Meanwhile, Gold and Silver, excellent.
Yeah.
But like Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, I love that game. I love Pokemon. I'm going to buy every Pokemon game when it comes out because I'm that guy. I'm going to buy Pokemon probably Sun.
Pokemon Go.
Well, yeah. I'm going to buy it.
Sun and Moon sound interesting.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes.
Yep.
And then my number 1, least surprising thing in history, Ratchet & Clank Going Commando.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I was waiting for it because you hadn't said it yet, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna be the next one. And then you said the next one. I'm like, all right, it's gonna be the next one.
All right, it's definitely
It's gonna be it.
He gets to his number 1. Okay, it's got to be the next one. He says something else. Okay, it's got to be the next
It's
one.
definitely the next one.
But Ratchet & Clank Going Commando, I love me some Ratchet & Clank.
That's
You know
definitely
this.
some
Yeah, you
It-
fucking love.
And
Ratchet
it says it in the
Clank.
name, so you know that's what it's gonna be.
What, Henry going commando and getting a boner?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Having weird
that one.
commando boner?
But what I like about Going Commando is that it's the one I had. It was like the one that I had the most nostalgic experience with because Up Your Arsenal, for all intents and purposes, is a better game
Yep.
in a lot of ways. But Going Commando is the one that feels the most right to me because, like, I know those planets.
Mm.
Like, I know where everything is. I know how to take out all the bad guys. Like, I love Going Commando because because I love my Willy feeling free.
The breeze that goes up my shorts when I go commando.
I love that game just because like it's such a jump from the first one. Because I don't think the first Ratchet and Clank game is a good game.
Yeah.
Because I think it's sloppy.
Yeah.
Like the final boss is way
It's
too
early
hard.
PS2 sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still
Which is weird because
exploring.
Jack and Daxter and Sly Cooper, the first game was the best for both of those.
Yep. It's true.
But Going Commando was a massive improvement. Has the best weapons, I'd say, or at least the ones I like have the most connection to. And I love this game.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Talking Shit. This is a good episode. I really like this episode.
I always like it when we do our lists.
Yeah, we haven't done lists in a while. We sort of like came really quick with the lists last year.
Yeah,
there's like list after list after list.
Yeah,
it's because we ran out of topics like early on, and we're like, "Fuck, well, let's just do a bunch of lists."
we can't.
We don't know what to talk about anymore.
Already.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Talking Shit, BGG's weekly podcast, where the three of us bring in random topics of discussion and we talk some shit about those topics. If you like that, head on over to patreon.com/BGG. Give us $1 a month. You get every full audio version of the episode early on Saturdays before the video portions of the episode are rolled out topic by topic Monday through Thursday on youtube.com/BetaZoneOfGamers, and before the entire audio version of the episode is available to everyone on our SoundCloud page, soundcloud.com/BZGSF. But if you don't feel like going to all of those URLs, you can simply go to bzgamers.com for all of your BZG needs. And also, if you support us on Patreon, you get an exclusive episode of Talking Shit every month. Guys, it was a fun episode today. I'm glad we came back to this. I know you're moving soon, but if we decide to do this again next year, we should probably have you back.
we just
you're like whatever. I don't care.
Just put
some sort of
somewhere.
house cleaning. I know we usually do house cleaning at the beginning of a show, but it's the end of the show. I just remembered this. If you're listening to this early, or if you're watching this on Thursday and you're wondering, why didn't you guys talk about Captain America Civil War? And so we haven't seen it yet by the time we're recording this, but we have a review up by the time you're watching this on YouTube. Alyssa, our guest, Alyssa and I, we reviewed Captain America Civil War. So if you want to hear thoughts about that, check that video out. So, guys, thank you so much for being here with me today.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for joining us today. You can join us next week for some more talking shit. But until then, keep talking shit. Thank you.